the work that our constituents have elected us to come to Congress to do.
Impeachment now and impeachment forever. Let's see what Tammy Bruce thinks about this. She's usually really fired up on a Friday morning, and I think that's going to get you going.
Yeah, this is really no different. The irony here is I don't think the Democrats have realized that they've been impeached, that this entire activity has exposed them to the American people about what they've really been about. Interesting with Representative Waters there, they did win bigly in the midterm in 18, but they ran on the issues, didn't they? They told constituents in all of those cities and those districts that were Trump districts that they were going to work on the issues, on jobs, on working across the aisle, on with the president, and they lied. This is all they've got to show for it. We're moving into February of 2020, election year, State of the Union address next week, and this is all they did, and they didn't even do it well. They did it, and they failed. They did it, and they've harmed themselves. That is classic when it comes to what the Democrats are doing. The president, of course, whether it's impeachment or the coronavirus, this economy is so strong, and what he's done has allowed the nation to withstand any black swan, any surprising event that maybe would have crushed and maybe will have a dramatic impact, certainly on China. But our markets, our economy, our free market will be able to withstand something like the virus and things like impeachment because of the strength of the president. That will never be over, and this event will be historically a remarkable damage mark for the Democratic Party, I think, overall. I'm with you on this, but I'm going to segue to the market because we just dropped 300 points now, down 300. Goldman Sachs is saying that this will shave, the virus will shave 0.4% off, I think, our GDP. Is that right, Justin? Yes, off our GDP. But they do say it's going to bounce back again later. But that's taken the Dow. I wanted to segue to that. We're down 1%. That's about 300 points. Lauren?
Chicago manufacturing activity came out for January. It was the weakest since 2015. That's when we got the additional leg down. So
let's wrap this up. We got a very strong consumer sentiment number
highest
from
since May 2019.
And a weak manufacturing sector indicator from Chicago.
A regional one.
Okay,
right.
We're down 300 points.
And the USMCA, remember that. That is an element that has just been signed. We're looking at, I think, we're going to see some kind of an impact there with the continuous work of the president.
I think at the moment the 300-point drop is the virus.
Correct.
That's what's got it. Now then, the president held a big... Where are you? You are... Pick a camera. That one. They're all mine. The president held a big rally in Iowa last night. He's not concerned about impeachment. He's running at the top of his game. Watch this.
Why am I not worried? I should be worried. You know, remember Nixon? It was like a dark period, right? It was a very dark period. It was like, oh, you think about it, right? And with Clinton, it was not good. They say that with Johnson, that was a long time ago. None of us remember, but they say it was a very dark period. This is a happy period for us. It's a happy period because we call this impeachment light.
Isn't that the exact opposite from what you see in the media? It's all doom and gloom, but he says it's a happy time.
Yeah, and it is, because I think what we've got here is, with today's communication, is it's made clear what the intentions were here, that this was not a crisis for the country. It was more politics. It was what we were saying in 2016 that we wanted less of. We wanted work on the issues. We wanted our lives to get better. And of course, I think it is the president's attitude and the fact that he is able to communicate directly to people over the heads of the media to make sure that people know what's going on, the work that he's doing. And also, this is a man, for the first time ever, we've seen a president who is so transparent and consistent in who he is, what his attitude has been. You don't see this man changing. You don't have to wonder if he's telling you the truth. You might not like it necessarily all the time, but you know that you can trust him, that he's telling you honestly what the situation is for us.
Tammy, hold on for a second and get back to that market. We're still holding with